Hi, I'm Dr. Judy Morgan, and I'm at the AHVMA convention in Augusta, Georgia. That's the Holistic Veterinary Medical Association. I am meeting so many awesome people here, and I want you to meet them as well. So today we're talking to Dr. David Fong, and he is from San Francisco, so the opposite side of the country from me. So for those of you on that side of the country, this might be somebody for you to check out. So welcome aboard.
Thank you very much for having me.
And so tell us the name of your practice, where you practice, and what you do.
I practice in two clinics, actually. One is in San Francisco and one is in San Rafael. So the one in San Francisco is called VCA SFVS, so San Francisco Veterinary Specialists. And we have about 20 doctors, and they're all specialists. I run the Integrative complementary department, and I do the acupuncture, TCM, chiropractic, homeopathy, and some diet, some nutrition.
That's a pretty awesome array. So you pretty much cover most of those bases.
It took a lot of years to get that way. So I did study with Dr. Pitcairn, went to the chiropractic in Illinois, and then I did the TCM IVAS, and then I went back to school and became a human acupuncturist. So thinking that maybe I needed more experience and things. So that was good.
That's pretty amazing. So do you ever have a day where you're working on the client and their pet?
When I was in Denver, I did both. And when I was in LA, I did 2 days of humans and 2 days of animals.
Boy, do I have a lot of clients who would love that.
And, you know, the only reason I went into humans is that I thought that because there's so much of a bond and interaction with the humans and their animals, that if I could treat the humans and get them better, then I could probably help the animals, because they take a lot of burden from their human counterparts. The stress, you wouldn't think that animals have a lot of stress, but they do when their owners have a lot of stress. So I thought by correcting that, I could help the animals better.
Oh, I absolutely agree. They pick up on so much, and our pets seem to internalize it, and we don't recognize that stress that's going on a lot of times.
All we think we do is feed them and give them something to drink and clean up their poop, but they, I think, kind of are protectors, and so they protect us on an etheric level, and so they can ward off diseases and they can ward off a lot of stress if we allow them to, and so I think that helps quite a bit.
No, I think that's really, really awesome. So, okay, so there's the practice in San Francisco, that's the VCA hospital, and where's the other one?
In San Rafael. It's called Animal Wellness Center, and they used to have rehab. We have another holistic veterinarian, Dr. Stan Goldfarb. He's been practicing probably about 30-something years, and the owner works more the Western, so that we can go to him if we need to refer things to.
Awesome. So it's a great combination of integrative medicine, and I think it's really amazing that you're in a specialty center where people may be coming for some really high-powered surgery, neurology, whatever, and have the opportunity to seek out alternative care as well.
Right. I think I think the important thing for veterinarians is that at least you have options to give to people, and I think that's where a lot of times we cut it short and say, you can only do this. You can only do this. If you can't do that, then I think it's just euthanasia time. Where I think that people really seek out other practices and options, and when it's under one roof and you can have the inner relationships or the communication to help, I think it's a benefit. We're looking at more of a progressive mindset. Not that we're doing better than they are and they're doing better than we are. I think we raise the bar and try to show them that there are other good ways to do it.
So that's a really awesome combination. And I just have to say, I just met you today, but your patients and your clients are very, very lucky to have you. Your energy is just, this man is, I'm sitting here and he's just calm. There's Zen sitting next to me. So anybody who needs to relax and take a chill, you want to go find this guy and just sit next to him for a little while, because the aura is just very calming.
So I'm thinking of trying to retire, but everybody's saying not to retire until their dog dies, so they're very selfish people. But yeah, it's funny. We have a valet service because we're so, San Francisco, you can't park, right. And so we have to have a valet service, or all our clients would be late, and they fine. So the valet people not being medically, they can tell when my clients come in and when the other clients, because I work upstairs, which I always say is closer to God. And so the animals will take a quick left and run upstairs. So they always say, you must be Dr. Fong's clients, because they're happy, they want to run up and they want to come to the vet. And that's kind of what you want them to eventually do. So
Absolutely.
it's been not only physically, but emotionally, and with a loving, caring heart. I think we can show that to the Western side. I think that would be good.
I absolutely agree. That kinder, gentler medicine way of being is absolutely the way to go. And, I think that most of the holistic practitioners that I have met tend to be a little more, the animals do love to come in and get their acupuncture and get their chiropractic. They feel better.
Even though we stick them with needles, I think it makes a difference. And we talked about it last night at the forum about fear-based, they're trying to get away from that, versus what we were talking is spreading the love and trying to reach out and show that there are so many other options that you can enhance the quality of life, not just by just saying euthanasia, but by, at least with disease, if you can't beat it, at least try to live with it and support them by that supportive nature. I think you can do such a better job, just not only for who you're treating, but for the interaction of all the humans that are involved. Because if they're happy, then it makes the animals a lot happier at home. So it's all about their environment, whether they're at the hospital or they're at home or with their friends, whatever. I think it's such an integrated community, just with everything you do. So, it's just not the hospital, it's everything that you do in life.
Exactly. So there you have it. If you're in the San Francisco area, you've got to go find Dr. Fong and check this out, because I think he is not allowed to retire. I'm just going to tell him that right now, because I know there are way too many animals and people that are counting on him. And thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you. And like I said, wherever you are in the you can always find a person that thinks, in a loving way, whether they're with our association or any other association. They're out there. It's just, they're quiet and soft-spoken. But I think with this meeting, we're getting more people that are trying to get out there and spread the word.
I agree, and I think that's awesome. And he brings up a very good point that I've talked about a lot, which is if you don't have a good relationship with your veterinarian and you don't feel comfortable being able to have a conversation, then you may need to look further, because it is a conversation. It is something that you need to work together. It can't be you against them. So find somebody that you just adore and love, and you want to hug them every time you go to the doctor's office.
Right. I don't think it's whether what we call Western side or Eastern side. We're all trying to do the best for the animal, and the bottom line is the quality of life. So sometimes we work at it different, but everybody comes to the same top of the mountain. It's just a different path that we take.
And I think I have to move my practice upstairs to be closer to God. Thank you. Thank you very much.